Hello guys, so I am Jane. So today I'm going to be talking about the greatest emperors of India. So when you tell the greatest emperors of India, the first name which is actually going to come across is Ashoka. Ashoka the Great. So that is because like even if you go through his history, if you Google at the greatest emperors of India, the first name is going to be Ashoka. So the main reason behind it, I think you guys would have all gone through social science, would have studied history. You people would already be having an idea who Ashoka king is and of which dynasty he belongs and why he has become the greatest king of India. I think even you know the Ashoka pillar also, right? So it is named after him. So you would be knowing, and even the Ashoka tree. That is one of the reasons is because he was very fond of trees. So even the a tree is also known as Ashoka tree. So Ashoka the king, he was the greatest king of India. So when you say greatest king of India, he was from which dynasty? That is, he's from the Mauryan dynasty, guys. So his grandfather was the one who started, who founded the Mauryan dynasty. That is Chandragupta Maurya. So Chandragupta Maurya's grandson was Ashoka. Okay, and Ashoka's father was Bindusara. So now when Ashoka became the king, like of Mauryan dynasty, like he ruled for many years, and almost Indian subcontinent was ruled by him. The present Afghanistan, which you have, and in the west which we have Bangladesh, all that came under a big part of India. You can say like almost three-fourth of India. Only Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and bit of Karnataka was not under him. Other than that, everything was under him. So he was such a great king. So and he got converted into Buddhism. So you have a very big story, very good story from this. If you say that, even there are many biographies also of him. You can go and go through it also. But I would just want to put across my knowledge to you and just hear me out, guys. So Ashoka was the greatest king, and yeah, obviously kings and all they would marry many people that he had some more than 2-3 wives. That is another thing. But he was a really good king. He was where like he had his mindset that he wants to become the greatest of all times, and he went on waging many wars, and he went on capturing all major kingdoms. But there was one war, guys. I think you have even seen this in the movie. Shah Rukh Khan has done Ashoka movie, right? If you have seen this also, you would have known there was one war, that is the war of Kalinga, which actually changed everything. So when the war of Kalinga was waged, he actually won the war. But the war took, you know how wars are, right? Many lives will there'll be loss of many lives, bloodshot, and mass killing, mass death will be there. And in one such war of Kalinga, which he waged, was even told that blood was flowing like a river. So much blood was shed, and so many masses, so many killings was there. And after he saw all that, there is something called as enlightened. Like he got enlightened at that time, because after he saw all that bloodshed and killing and all, he was like, for what? For what killing? Yeah, he wants to become the ruler of the world. He wants to rule the entire India, but not he like nobody would want to build a palace on graves, right? Like on people's dead bodies. So he thought over it, and he's like, for what am I doing this? He started self analyzing himself, and he's like, no, this is not worth it. So he changed that time. So he then converted into Buddhism. So he changed himself, and even he sent monks to Sri Lanka and many other places. He became a changed person from a very cruel person who wanted to, like, who was very ambitious, who wanted to rule the entire world, or the entire India, you can say. Who was actually he was in that success rate only. He was going on with it, and he was even capturing also many places. You can say even like more than three-fourth of India was under his control when he was emperor. Unlike Chandragupta Maurya and his father Bindusara, he had almost a three-fourth part of India. But then he realized that this is not this bent over it, and you're trying to rectify it. That is what he did. Then he changed himself, and he went on to propagate Buddhism, and he got converted into Buddha, into Buddhism, and that is what he did, guys. So that is what learnings can we get from this is, from great, like, they also learn from their experiences, and these kings did have luxury. They had a complete luxury. They had three four wives, and he was a great king. Then he changed himself. There was not necessary for him to do that, right? He could have gone and become a great king of all time. He could have still, but we would not know. We would not know the story, because in his like him, there will be many other kings whose name would have come. Now I'm telling you, it's not a myth or something which I'm telling. If you just now also open Google and see the greatest king of India, you will come across Ashoka's name. The first name which you're going to see is Ashoka's name. That is only because of the conversion which he had. Because there are many more great kings, like you can take Akbar, or there's so many kings like that who killed their dads, or who killed their parents or brothers and sisters to come upon throne, right? But why don't we like they even occurred more than what Ashoka has occurred? But why is Ashoka's name coming up? Because at the end of the day, we are human beings. We are different from animals. In what way? We have something called as consciousness, okay? And that is what we are supposed to be created, because destruction is not the only thing which he did. After he became a converted person, he tried to spread peace. He sent Buddhist monks to Sri Lanka and all, to help out people. Then you already know the Ashoka pillar and all. And I would advise you one great movie if you want to even watch, that is Shah Rukh Khan's movie. And apart from that, I would even want to say you guys that you can even read some biographies, or just Google also him, because knowledge is something which you can acquire at any age. There's no age limit for that, and there's no age limit for learning. This and all was very boring back in school days, but then when you become a matured person, and when you understand what they did and what actually it is and how it is actually helping, you will realize it, guys. I mean, this king story because actually touched me out. I could have done any king, right? Or I could have done any country. I could have told about any king, but why this special king? Because see, even though he's passed away more than it's been so many years since he's died, but still we remember him. Still, I think you guys know the Ashoka pillar and Ashoka tree and everything, right? See, there's something that even if you're not there, like how will you what do I say? I'll say that even if you're not still alive, like, because after some 50 to 50 100 50 70 good years, maybe even we would die. Maybe even we would die, right? But then for our next generations and all, what are we living back? Are we living cruelty, or are we living destruction? Are they going to remember us that yes, they destroyed earth, they did this, they did that and went? Or are they going to remember us as a very good human being that actually changed something, that caused a change in the world, or change in some human being's life, that they would be happy to remember us, and they will get a smile on their face, and they'll be proud to tell that. See, now even if he's not there also, I'm speaking about him. I don't know him personally, right? Not you guys who's watching this know him personally, but still we remember him as a good person who changed, who did good things. So that is, at the end of the day, that is what we want. So that is what we actually have to thrive to become. Because luxury and everything is okay, that is there when you will be there, you will enjoy it, you will eat, you will drink, you will like roam around in big cars or Lamborghinis, or that is okay. But then when you pass, then what? Because at the end of the day, you are going to go to that 5 feet 6 feet grave which is dug, right? So what are we living for? That is what we are supposed to think over here. So let us reflect on our life and see that what can we do, how can we bring a change in someone's life, in our own lives. Just think about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.